Yep.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Chattin, man. It's your host, Bettis here, my boy, Gene.
What's up? Today we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about a current event that, everybody knows about that's clearly, on top of the news these days, Dr. Umar. We're going to get right into it.
Dr. Ooh!
That's my guy. Dr. Umar is my guy, honestly. I'm really sorry to hear what's happening to him. And,
Are you sorry for real? Why are you sorry?
I'm sorry because I was really watching this guy. I was really following this guy, really on some Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never, I was really on that type of time, you know what I mean? But he kind of let me down. I'm sure he let a lot of other people down, but
for sure.
We're just gonna really dive right into it, let's talk about a little bit of a little background of who he is, man. And
I mean, let me tell you. So I've been watching Dr. Umar. I want to say since 2018. I don't exactly remember how he ended up popping up on my screen, but based off what he was talking about, it's interesting. Obviously, being we have Black ancestors, and everything he was talking about, it just made so much sense. And he talks so educated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he's talking about Pan-Africanism and all that stuff,
yeah,
it just sounds so legit, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I know he has a doctorate and all this different things where you just he's an educated Black man,
right?
And you always want to support that, you know what I'm saying? So I've always been a fan of his for the last 8 years, but I want to say the last 3 or 4 years, I say the beginning of COVID, that's when I kind of fell back on watching him and watching other financial channels, where that's why, because the algorithm, how it works, if you stop watching one thing, it'll gravitate you towards a different rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So that's when I started watching financial stuff, and his content stopped coming up. So what's going on now is a revisal of his content to me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a long time. So hearing what's going on, I knew about the whole school thing, and it was just back in my mind, you know what I mean? I'm watching other things, I'm growing, and then I'm doing other things too.
Yeah,
I'm working on side things, so I never really paid attention.
He been working on them floors for a minute, Every time you go on that shit, we're just finishing up the floors and
just need another donation.
Right. I'm nah, but go ahead though.
$40 more, man. Listen,
literally, bro. It's we're just gonna finish up the floors and then we're gonna open up the school. I'm all right. You said that 3 episodes ago. What kind of floors y'all building? Y'all building marble floors,
Crazy, man. Crazy, man. Part of me, as I'm watching this, I'm damn, is he lying? Or because I feel he could be telling the truth. Because I want him to be telling the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. All the evidence that's sticking to the board right now is it don't make no sense. So today, August 25th, the school is supposed to be auctioned off.
What? Yeah, did you get any update on that?
I didn't get any update on that. I don't think we'll get any update until the end of the week.
We'll circle back to that.
So that's interesting to see. You're about to lose a school, get it auctioned off for not paying $70,000 worth of property tax.
Right.
When you were donated $1.6 million within the last couple years to build the school, and what he was stating was that because it's a non-profit organization, he shouldn't have to pay tax. It should be exempt, which I feel is legit. That's right. If you're a non-profit organization, because I don't know personally, but it sounds right like a church. Technically, isn't it what he's trying to do is kind of build it like a church, but for Black boys?
Well, the accountant in me is thinking I think that I don't think school churches have tax exemption because they're a non-profit. I don't think it's correlated to that. I think they have a tax exemption based because they're a religious place. You know what I mean?
like the Jewish with the temple.
Right. I think it's because it's a place. It's a church. It's a church in itself.
But
and that's a whole different tax.
I feel like he's trying to make it that way though.
I think that's how I feel like he's trying to interpret it that way, and I think there is actually waivers for nonprofits, but I think the issue was he didn't do his paperwork timely.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just like, and then it's just like, and then his paperwork might not really be like valid in the circumstances.
No, 100%, and I think that goes back to the fact that he should have been working with a team. If he was working with a team, then people in the right places would have found those loopholes or whatever he's trying to do out for him, instead of trying to do things himself.
Yeah, that goes into our next topic. What does it take to even accomplish something like that? And like you mentioned, a team and. Yeah, I think something like that. 3 buildings, you can't do that by yourself. And obviously, and then the fact that he had 2 bank accounts only, a personal bank account and a school bank account. And you're the only one managing all those funds.
Don't have an accountant.
That doesn't sound right. Now he needed a team. How are you gonna hire teachers and everything?
There's so many questions.
Was he gonna the curriculum? Who's gonna design the curriculum?
Oh my goodness.
Was he gonna do the curriculum by himself?
Hold on. Going back to the curriculum, I seen something online that made so much sense, and I thought about it too for a split second. I'm like, wait a minute. Rewind this back. Is this legal? What he's trying to do? Can you build a school for only black boys? Is that legal? Let's think about it. 2026. Let's say it that way. If there was a school for only black boys, does that sound legal to you? So what? White kids can't go to the school? They can't do that. That don't sound right, yo.
To openly say only black, I don't think
he said it.
But I don't think they're gonna deny black kids though. White kids though.
Yeah, but what? Nah, that would kind of defeat the purpose of what he's trying to. Or what he's been claiming that he's been trying to do for the last 6 to 8 years.
Legally, he cannot deny white kids based on their race. Now, through the the application process, you can put red tape in certain areas where certain people don't meet some kind of criteria. Like, for example, some type of income qualifications, you have to be disproportionately this, and you have to live in this area, some type of impact zone. There's so many red tape things you can do.
Yeah. For sure.
You can do that, and that's what white people have been doing us here. They for years after Jim Crow, they would just be like, well, all right, well, you have to be able to afford this school, and then black kids can't afford it.
Yeah. So it kind of worked in their favor.
Right.
Yeah, but going back to what you just said too. How does the whole curriculum aspect work too?
Dude, that's a tremendous undertaking for one individual to create an entire curriculum, because you're not going to just teach one grade too. You're not teaching one grade. You're probably going to teach
elementary, middle school, and high school.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a massive curriculum right there.
So that could be one reason why it would take 6 to 8 years to even come up with.
He should already have that. He should. If he was waiting for the floors, he should have had the curriculum already set up, my dude. At that point.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's probably waiting for the funds to come in. Maybe he was focusing on building the school before curriculum. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
I would want to do those simultaneously, because it's like, all right, the school is built. You took these donations. Now people
That's why you need a team.
People want to enroll their. No, yeah, you can't do anything like that. That's too big. Most things you can't do by yourself, but that in itself, no one has ever started a school by themselves.
Yeah.
Ever in existence. So.
And it'd be successful. Even LeBron's school, I've been doing some research on our promise school, and it's not doing as well as it should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Obviously, great concept. What he's doing for the community is phenomenal, but
too much free stuff.
It's not even too much free stuff. It's just the kids that are being enrolled in the school. They're just at-risk kids. You know what I mean? They're really.
It's for them.
Yeah, it's for them, and it's not doing well on the academic level when they're reading the charts. Why all the kids failing? why is all da. Like, you know what I mean? That aspect. School's supposed to, but with his school, it's kind of bringing them down.
Something is it's not.
It's still in the beginning stages, obviously. I think
they got to figure out a way, because I feel like whatever they were doing initially probably wasn't working.
Yeah, and they had some controversies in between. Obviously, I don't think you like been informed of what's going on, but I think like the best principal or whatever a couple years back got fired for slapping a student.
Oh, that's not good.
And that kind of set them back, because that person was like the backbone. It was a female. It was like the backbone of the school. And her slapping the kid, and now she's fired. Now they have to find like a new principal to really fill her shoes, and it hasn't been working out too well. So
what that little girl probably said to her, for her to decide to smack her, is probably,
I don't know if it was a little girl or a little boy, but they were being really disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like I said, like there's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of kids that are in the like low income areas, so like they're not worried about ABCs. They're trying to figure out what they're gonna eat tonight. You know what I mean? So that's a different level of thinking. You know, that just a lot of adults probably not even considering.
And you gotta number one thing. I mean, I would say that people don't consider is like, when they leave the school, what is their home life like? You know what I mean? Like even me when I grew up, I remember my home life was terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna blame it all on them, but like, yeah, but like, you go to school. Like sometimes going to school is like that way to get away from whatever is going back at home. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going on.
Yeah, 1000%.
And are their parents like even like, hey, like do your homework? What'd you do? What you learn in school today? Like they're probably not doing none of that.
Nah.
So the parents got to take some type of responsibility for this, for how their kids are performing.
Yeah.
It's not just LeBron's fault. It's their parents.
It's not even just LeBron's fault. I don't think that's any part of the equation. LeBron has nothing to do with it. He built a school. He put people in places to make it work. So I don't know how you can really blame him per se.
Yeah.
Right. The only way I guess you could say is, he didn't put the right people in places. And
he don't got the connection.
But he don't. That's not his forte. He dunks. No. He dunks and bangs on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not his forte. He's just doing a great thing for the community.
Haley and Savannah should be making sure all that. You know what I mean?
She got her own businesses to worry about.
Somebody got to pay attention to this. I mean, they putting bread into this, right?
No, for sure. No, I agree. But like I said, it's the early stages. I feel like over time, eventually they gotta
figure out something.
Yeah. Eventually they're gonna figure it out.
You know what I mean? You gotta be careful.
But mind you, put $8 million into the school. You know what I'm saying? So that's nothing compared to Umar's. What
was Umar supposed to take?
What do you mean it was supposed to take?
To build the school, Umar's school.
How much did he pay him?
How much was he supposed to like? How much? I don't think we ever got to a point where it was like how much. Did we ever find out like how much it would have took to actually build the school? He never released those numbers, right?
I doubt it. I don't think so. It could be somewhere online. If it is online,
I know he raised over $2 million through donations, like things like that.
They said 1.6. I don't know how these people are, because I heard 1.2 and I heard 1.6.
Those are estimates.
How do y'all know that?
It's estimates.
Yeah, how do you know that?
You don't know exactly who was cash apping him.
100%.
Because he was getting cash apped himself. Some of them were going to his personal account.
Right.
You can't really monitor that stuff, no.
Even like the school account. So how would you even estimate that? How would you know?
I mean, he was using the school account as his personal account too, clearly.
And that's why his account got frozen.
Yeah, like so.
Obviously, that's
how you have two accounts? You a grown man. How old is he? 40 something?
I don't know how he is.
You got two? You only have two accounts?
I mean, listen, man.
One account is not even supposed to be yours for real. So you have one bank account.
And that's why it got frozen, because he's using the school one for personal, obviously. And they lied to everyone saying that, it's no fault to me. It's no fault to me. I repeat, it's a no fault to me.
And I'm like, pastor this, pastor that. And then they were trying, like, these grown ass men are not trying to hack your. I don't think they even have hacking capability, bro. I think, That's why it was really fishy about it. But let's stay on course here. Like, obviously, we pointed out a team, something that you need.
Yeah, you need a team for sure. Curriculum
Curriculum
is number one. What are you teaching these guys?
You know what I mean? janitor staff, all this staff. Like you need a huge, large staff, administrators.
Oh yeah.
Shit, dude. Do they take public transportation to your school? Man. Or do they? You know what I mean? Like, how do they get to the school?
He was asking around on the street. He met some lady. She said I think she drives a bus or something. He was asking her if she wanted a job on the spot. It was kind of weird.
So he sounds like he's running too many aspects of it by himself, and
yeah, very.
I wonder I'm really curious of what made him think that. What made him think that he had to do all these aspects? Is it his lack of business knowledge, because it's a business regardless of how you put it, or is it greed? I want to say it was more lack of understanding of what. I think he was more ambitious and not really understanding of what his undertaking. But it's hard for me to believe that it was just like, oh my God, I'm scamming them. I think it was. I think that there was an element of his just not really understanding.
Yeah, like he had like a great plan and everything. What he was trying to do is, obviously, to better the black boys, right? Basically, that's what he was aiming for, and ultimately it backfired, because now he look crazy. There's so many questions. We don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? Like, where did the money go? It just doesn't look good. A lot of people I see online is like, yo, this dude need to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
disrespectful.
So educated. I'm like, it's just crazy to see all the disrespect online, but I get it too, because a lot of these people donated to him too and don't see nothing. Can you imagine that? Imagine donating your hard-earned cash to not see nothing. And 5 years, 6 years later,
and he kind of messes with the next guy that's going to try to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Next black guy that's going to try to come in, do something for the community on behalf of the community. People are going to approach you with a little bit more skepticism next time. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Just off the strength of that, everybody's going to go, oh, another Dr. Umar, like, you know what I mean? Like,
They're always going to be out there. You know what I mean? But. Not like him though, because he's like on top though as far as his education goes. You know what I mean?
He just doesn't have. It seems like he doesn't have any business knowledge. He doesn't have any He doesn't have any. He spoke some stuff about financial literacy, but he clearly doesn't have financial literacy, in my opinion. Either he doesn't have financial literacy, and either he does have financial literacy. He stole all that money, bought a whole bunch of stocks with it in his name, and got people, or he really just. Mismanaged the money, spent all that money on food, luxury vacations, and stuff like that. You see, he always eating. He's always eating, so it's like.
You see, he always eating good. Bro.
Right. So it's like.
He always got trips, going overseas.
He got kids, he got child support.
Does he, bro?
Yeah, see, people don't talk about that. Yeah, he got child support.
Okay. I ain't got child support, no job. I was at work.
She'd probably be like, oh, you taking all that, is it X, I don't know what you call baby mama. He definitely is throwing her money, and I don't know if it's coming from donation money too. That's the only source of income.
Yeah.
How much does he pay himself out of that,
Right.
So.
Damn. Dr. Man, listen, this is a crazy, crazy story, man, because we won't really see the outcome until, a few weeks or even maybe a few months down the line to see how this all plays out. But I think this is very interesting. Just because he's one of, like, the bigger role models of today. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people know who he is. A lot of people look up to him. At one point, I looked up to him. It's crazy, honestly. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you're really intrigued to find out, like, was he lying? Was he stealing from the people? Or... Like what's really going on? What's happening here? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's sticking in the hand in the cookie jar. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like, what's going on for real? Very, very interesting.
So what? Is he lying?
Me personally, I think he's lying. Yeah, because like I said, like all the evidence that's been put on the table, man, it's hard to conclude that there's not something fishy going on, because like we mentioned, like the bank accounts getting frozen. how his bank account getting frozen? And then he's blaming the pastor.
Yeah, people he's blaming doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then obviously the pastor made a response video to it, and I'm just like, he just looked crazy doing it. Now he's adding people to the mess that he's created, and it's just gonna ultimately, like I said a couple minutes ago, it's all just gonna backfire and make him look crazy. All his credibility is just gonna go down the drain, and that's all he has right now, just credibility. So I don't think that's wise for him to do, But like you said at the beginning, though, I feel like it was ultimately, part of the bigger picture. Like he was really trying to do something good for the black community. By building the school, and I think that he mismanaged the funds and things just didn't go the way that he wanted it to go.
Right.
Because like you say, he doesn't have any business experience, so it's like, what is he known for?
Right.
He's just winging everything.
He was just winging it, The whole thing probably started with one big wing at the beginning, and then it caught traffic.
That's what I'm saying. It sounded good. People really started donating. You're like, oh, okay, I got $1 million.
Right. I mean, he actually he did purchase the school.
The school's there. We see the school.
Yeah, he bought it. If they're saying he owes the taxes, that means he actually bought the school.
Yeah,
so,
we see the
so he did take some type of step.
FDMG sign, so it's like, it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, is he lying? Is he not? That's why I'm so stuck in the middle, because I'm like, you see the school, but it's just not done. It's been taking so long to build the school. Like, maybe there's other things behind the scenes that he's not telling us. But he's been really vocal about every step of the way with the school, so it's like, why be missing parts now?
He definitely messed up the money at some point, because in my opinion, what he should have done, right? When he got all that donation money, and he already bought when he decided when he already bought the school, he's still continuing to get donation money. In my opinion, he should have just really been hard, solid, every penny, almost go homeless to make sure the school is finished. You know what I mean? Not because he was doing too much. You saw some traveling, this and that. It's like, no, bro. You should have been gung ho. You should have there should have been a video somewhere where, oh my God, we caught Dr. Umar sleeping in the school one night.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been really up. He would have been able to raise more money that way, honestly. You know what I mean? If he was able to
the publicity,
exemplify that, I'm putting all my eggs in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's actually funny for real.
You know what I mean? But I felt like he just he started to get celebrity status, and he just really started feeling himself. And then he just I think he let it get to his head, and he thought the money was just gonna keep coming in.
Yeah, I mean, he's still asking for the donations, even though his bank account froze in the PayPal's, and now we see his little scheme now with the whole $500 dinner thing. You know what I'm telling you about? Yeah.
And this might be his first real estate transaction. No one thinking about that too. This might be his first time, first stint. He probably really lost track of when those taxes was due for real.
Yeah, because it's only him.
Right, oh damn, taxes coming up.
Yo, talk about what you said the other day to me about the whole the females paying him $500 for a dinner thing. Remember what you were telling me about?
What I said?
On the phone? Yeah, he was like, oh well, the females are obviously.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I was saying, if they're paying $500 and then he pays for everything, I mean, he's not really making any money off that.
That's think about it. What female is gonna give him $500 and then not use all 500 of the dollars?
It's so easy. I mean,
I don't understand. They're gonna spend 200 and leave him 300? Well, no, why?
No, they're not gonna do that.
Not in today's day and age.
No woman's gonna do that.
What woman's gonna do that?
There's a number of places you can go to spend $500
but
in a couple hours.
It looks bad though. It's a bad look though. That's last resort. Oh, I need some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's clearly planning on doing them dirty at the date. You know what I mean? As in he probably might
not even show up. You think?
Honestly, yeah, he's gonna see. Yeah, I would assume he's gonna stand some people up for sure.
Oh, you're gonna see that all over online.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, let us know if you think Dr. Umar gonna stand some people up, because I'm betting he's gonna stand some people up for sure.
Listen, I got money on that too, man.
Yeah.
The way it's coming right now, I don't know, man, because it just sounds so desperate though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's gonna be women probably that are willing to do it, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just frauds, and to do right now, it's just not a good look to do right now. Yeah, desperado, man. It looks so bad on his part, man.
It just shows you how much of the money he really fucked. Like he really fucked up a lot. So much of that money. The money's gone. Like the guy said.
To be, yeah, the money
Pastor Bussy, what is it? Whatever.
Yeah, Pastor Bussy.
The money's gone. The money's gone. The money's gone. All the money.
I mean, you don't got $70,000 to pay the property tax to keep the school out the auction.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed or not, but there's this dude.
How you spend $2 million? Well, go ahead.
Oh no, you could spend $2 million.
You can spend $2 million, yeah.
Yeah, you can spend $2 million. Don't say that now. There was this story that I seen. This white supremacist said that he was gonna buy the school in the auction, and then turn it into a big toilet.